Alright, welcome back to the channel, Cooking with Adzey. Sorry, I got me dragon's top on, don't I look good? Today we are cooking Philadelphia cheesesteaks, but we're just going to call them Aussie cheesesteaks because we live in Australia. Now, what you want to do is, I use Scotch fillet steaks. These are a cheap one, these are just like a budget one from Aldi or whatever. Just throw a little bit of olive oil on them, and I will salt and pepper them. Now I'm going to cook them hard and fast, and probably have them about medium rare. And then I'm going to make a beautiful cheese sauce with some caramelized onions, mushrooms, and capsicum, and just put this on a little bed. Oh, wow, I'm hungry. Now without further ado, I'm sure you've already seen my steak video, so I don't have to talk about these steaks. What, you haven't watched the steak video? Get your ass on the channel, subscribe to Adzey. Without further ado, chuck the dogs in your pan. Hear that sizzle? Well, I can hear it anyway, it's great. Now mushrooms, want to just cut them up. Now I'm just cutting them up pretty rough, I don't care that mushrooms cook down pretty easy. Just using 3, love that flavour you get out of your mushrooms. Capsicum. Just going to pull all your seeds out of there. Just come down the back of your capsicum, like so. Alright, that's only half a capsicum, that's all I will need there. And then your onion. How do you cut your onions up? Me neither. I take both ends off. I'm sure that annoys some people. Chuck the dog over there, and now for this one I'm just going to go down the onion like so. Now I do have the buns toasting in the oven with a bit of olive oil. Didn't show you because I'm pretty sure you'll get that idea. So you've got all your veggies prepped. Now you want to just cook the steak. Probably a couple of minutes each side. Look at that. Doesn't matter, budget steaks. Now we're going to get on to this cheese sauce. So just turn your pan on a medium. Now what you want to do here is melt a tablespoon of butter. Okay? Get that on the pan. I've just turned the pan on, so we'll wait for that. And then you cook your butter out, and then you add 1 tablespoon of flour, cook that out, and then we'll slowly introduce some milk. See that? Alright, once you're happy with your steaks, they're probably like 2 minutes aside. I want to see a little bit of blood in this. Let them rest, because they're going to still continue to cook. Let them on the board, don't touch them, don't look at them. Now in the same pan, it's not going to hurt with the beef. Chuck all them in, saute them down as you do. A little bit of olive oil in there, salt and pepper. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to move on to this sauce, guys. So I chuck the olive oil in. Stir that around. Now we're going to move on to the sauce, guys. See how your butter is melting like that? Now we want to add your flour in there. So 1 tablespoon of flour. I don't think it matters if it's all purpose or whatever. Alright, now you want to cook your flour out first. Okay? With the butter, like this. It'll all come together. Okay, cook your flour out like this. Starting to look like a paste. See how it's coming up with those bubbles? You can see all those bubbles. Now you slowly start to add some milk now, okay? That's for a nice cheese sauce. A little bit first. It's going to come together. It's going to thicken up. We'll turn that down on probably number 3 now. See? Add some more milk now. That really took to the milk. Good splash of milk. Now let that reduce. I'm hungry. Now see what the milk's doing? And the flour? Activating it, isn't it? Cooking it out. Making our nice, beautiful cheese sauce. You've got all your lumps out there, you can add some more milk. Alright, we'll add the rest of the milk now. Cook that out. And now, I didn't have, what I usually use is normal shredded cheese, guys. Sorry, just stir this over here. Got a multitask in Adzey's kitchen. Well, how good does that look? Now, back to the sauce. Keep working the sauce, talking to it. How you going? See, it's starting to do its little bubble thing. Now I'm going to cook some cheese into there. Now I didn't have the cheese, like I said, so I asked. So I've got a bit of Parmesan and this other cheese, Mercenelli cheese. So I don't think it's going to matter too much, guys. It'll really come together soon. We can turn the mushrooms and stuff down on a low heat. Got a nice couple of marks on there. Woo. Alright, back to the sauce. See, it's nearly thickening up. Coming to a nice sauce. And this is where we're going to add some cheese and cook that out now. So a block of Parmesan and a block of this other cheese because I didn't have my normal shredded casey cheese or whatever. Okay? No need to worry. Use what you got sometimes. Worry about going out to the shop. Alright, when you're happy with your cheese sauce and your steaks have rested, I'm going to let that cool down. What I'm going to do is cut my steaks up. Oh wow. They'll only be budget steaks, but imagine this. You've got to dive into your steak. Wow, pretty good. Alright, now to plate up. Get your rolls in your oven with olive oil. Get all your capsicums, your mushrooms in your little roll. I'm going to use my hands, it's probably easier. Yum, 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 yum. And now we're going to go beef. Get a good amount of beef in there. And everyone, oh, that looks nice and fatty. All right. And save some beef for yourself on the side. Now we've got your cheese sauce. Pour that straight all over the steak. Wow. Look at that. Set that aside. Now we're being a little bit fancy. A little bit of parsley, dried parsley on the top. Sprinkle that over. And look at that. Get a close up for you. Aussie Philadelphia cheese steaks. Well, it's a Philadelphia cheese steak, but we're not in Philadelphia. So we're not going to call it a Philadelphia cheese steak. But what we are going to do is dive in and taste it for you. Oh, it's messy, but I love it. Ooh, woo, woo. That's good. And that took what, 10 minutes?